Today. It's crazy. Hold on. Let's get right. Get my senses right. I need my ears and all that. Hold on. Turn off the Bluetooth and everything. There we go. Trying to get it right today. Trying to get it right today, man. I got hella shit in my shoe. I'm just walking through the grass. It's springtime, man. That's all type of shit going on. That's all type of shit going on, man. That's what it is, though. Good weather. Wouldn't want it any other way, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't want that shit any other way. Crazy as hell. It is what it is, man. I live in a very nature-esque city. I do nothing but walk through the concrete and dirt all the time. It's normal. It's every day, whatever. You know, it's normal shit. But you see me trying to catch them sun rays before it sets. You know what I'm saying? It's about to go west a little bit. It's about to be right between these little tree branches. Take advantage. Some good weather, man. Everybody should do it. If you got it where you at, it's almost that time of the year too. So if you got it where you at, do it. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm walking through hell. As you can see, I got the Rangers hat, and right now the Mariners is up 1-0. Top of the fourth. Might get another home run, you know. Cal Raleigh on pace. So if you're checking this out, you know what time it is, man. We're gonna try to do another hour. You put another hour in, but then the game may or may not be finished. Even if it's not, I'm gonna keep the hat on because I'm gonna watch it during the Warriors game or whatever. Warriors probably playing right now, 6 o'clock right now against Houston. Game 6, down in the Bay. We'll see. You know, I'm not even gonna look at the score. I'm not even gonna look at it. So I know it's looking right. I know it's right. But yeah, man, they're living right here. I was sitting there. I actually went like earlier. I went to the library. I just sat there for a while in a roadie, and everybody was like, "Man, why are you quiet?" I was like, "I'm in the library right now." So I was just sitting there for a good 20 minutes, hella quiet. I was like, "Man, it's whatever though, man." I was trying to run the double stream, but I was like, I have to talk to the phone. I gotta monitor the phone, monitor my surroundings, and then I gotta pay attention to the game. I gotta do all of it at once. So I was like, let me wait till I get like I said, I got the hotel Airbnb situation going on later on, so or something like that. I don't know. I didn't even know what it looked like yet till I get there, but I have an idea based on the photo, so it'll be looking good. Rollmaster and Cadence King, yeah, appreciate both y'all dropping in. Thank you for being here, man. Just a Friday live chat, man. I'm just chopping up about life, whatever right now. Nothing too serious. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever it needs to be, man. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy the interactions. You be getting bullied at school. Why is that, bro? Why you getting bullied at school? Talk to me, man. That's fucked up. You fighting back? You better fight back, bro. One thing about a bully is they mess with you because they think they can get over on you, man. Just sock them in the face, bro. Sock them in the face back. If there's more than one, kick them in the nuts. Who gives a fuck? Like that's the thing is like with bullies, if there's more than one, just start whooping their ass. Start kicking them in the nuts. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do to defend yourself because you got to do that. People are bullying me because someone's named Tegan tried to kiss me on the bus, but she didn't. Are you a dude? Like I don't understand. So uh, a girl tried to kiss you on the bus. Like I don't understand what that means, man. I don't understand what that's about. But if it's like that's what I'm saying. If it's physical bullying, you got to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to take care of yourself, defend yourself. If it's verbal and whatever, just meet them halfway. Just talk to them. If they're talking down on you, just talk down back to them. Meet people halfway. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with also speaking up and saying, "Hey, I don't nothing wrong with being regal and letting people know like, hey man, you don't talk to me this way. You don't address me this way. You don't treat me this way. It's not wrong with saying that too. But if it's a physical thing or like they're starting to put hands on you, and they're starting to be physical and talk, and, attack you physically, you got to defend yourself because it's stupid. But those bullies will respect you, and then they'll know like, yeah, we can't mess with this person because they're gonna fight back. They don't want to deal with people that can fight back. They want to deal with people that can take it. So you got to learn how to defend yourself. Yeah, man. All right, bro. I'll go sleep. Chill. You gotta sleep. You gotta find an ASMR channel, Madman. Appreciate you dropping in, Madman XL. But yeah, man, it's like Cadence King is talking about somebody bullying him or whatever. So you don't gotta give me all these details, like all the don't give me names. Don't do that. I know you guys are like kids or whatever. Don't give me no names. But my advice is like you gotta handle yourself, man. Just handle yourself out there. Be careful out there. You should always try to negotiate and be like I'm over here sitting next to this pile of bird shit. I'm fucking mad. Hold on. What the fuck? All right. But yeah, you gotta defend yourself. I'm not even trying to. It's not no tough guy shit. It's just real life, man. It's just real life. It's unfortunate. The average bully wants someone that's gonna sit there and take it. Wants someone that's gonna sit there and accept it. You know what I mean? And you'll find that in life, man. On many levels, you got to be careful, bro. Just be careful with that shit. You'll find that on many levels. I'm about to go sit back over here. It's just like I don't know why I left that seat. I was at another spot. Jackson's here. Oh, what is your favorite sports player? Favorite sports player. Jackson's in the building though. My favorite sports player right now. You talking about like currently? Man, I gotta think about that. Let me think about that a little bit, man. That's tough, man. That's tough, man. I want to say something like Ant Man, Anthony Edwards or Drew Holiday. Man, but you got like I don't know. It's tough right now. You got the Jokic, Nikola Jokic is like I'm just talking about NBA specifically. In football, it might be Saquon. I do like the running backs and like certain defensive players, but yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one, man. Roadmaster, that's tough. Eddie, what's going on? Eddie, what's going on, Eddie? You're taking 2 months off? Are you doing it by choice? Are you doing it by choice? You got your phone taken away? You said something about TikTok. I don't know what that is. 2 months off. That's crazy, man. You know, 2 months off is crazy. Are you getting your phone taken away? Is that why you're saying that? Oh no. Yeah, let me know if you're still there, Jax. Damn. Fuck, man. People just came in and left. Caden's King talking about bullying. Just be careful, man. Hey, Kate, to address the Caden King thing or the bullying stuff, man, you got to defend yourself, bro. You got to take care of yourself and defend yourself, man. That shit crazy out there. People trying to treat you all kinds of ways. Everyone want to treat you a certain way, but respectable. You got to be mindful of that shit. Be mindful. Be mindful. You're leaving now? All right, Jax, man. Take care, man. That's crazy. Take care, though, Jax. Fading? What's going on? Damn, man. All right, Jax. You know where to find me, man. Hey, on the bro, you got to keep posting though on the sneak. You got to keep posting. Just keep putting stuff up, man. Keep creating shit, man. Even if you're not uploading it, find a way. Just create something. Keep creating, man. Yeah, man, that's crazy. It's that Friday. Just chilling out here, parking on lane. Just good vibes right now, man. It's good energy. Sun setting right in front of me, so that's a good thing. Yeah, we got the sun setting. It's all good right now, man. Yeah, gotta. I've been thinking about this a lot, man. I gotta. Actually, it's funny. I did watch this video this morning about this lady. She left America. This heavy set black lady, and she was like, "Man, I'm tired of this racist shit." So she left America, which is fair. I was like, "Cool," but she ended up going to Africa, and she was like, "I'm gonna tell you something." She's like, "I'm ready to go back to America. I'm tired of these people scamming all the time, trying to, sell you some fake shit and these flies and these bugs just chilling in the house, living with you." And she was going out down the whole list, and I was like, "It's funny because they always say the grass ain't so green on the other side, or not always green or whatever." But I can't prove that. I can't prove that myself. I've been in other countries, but it's like you would live there good. You'd live like a king if you had the income that you have in America. But People don't have stocks and dividends necessarily, so obviously they're not able to do that. But it's just funny to think about, man. I'm like, I don't know, man. When I think about moving, I want to stay in the country. But if I had to leave the country, I'd have to see for myself what it's like. The tropical places don't really bother me. I need some heat. I'm okay with the bugs a little bit and the lizards. I'm okay with that. As long as there ain't no giant gators. So you can find that in Florida. Those giant gators just walking around. You're just living amongst dinosaurs. In your sports binder, you have Tom Brady, Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson, and Cooper Cup. Man, my Seahawks just picked up Cooper Cup apparently, and I'm proud about that. I'm real proud about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a good, I don't know, like on the receiving end, it's like it's good that we got people, Cooper DeJean and Devontae Adams. Yeah, it is like a lot of defensive players got picked up in this draft in the first round. Obviously, they were shafting Shador, but at the same time, it's like prioritizing defense is a good thing, man. Like I don't know, like a lot of times when you're watching the game, you're really just watching the QB and then like the QB and the receivers and shit, and you're just like watching everything in between. Like you're not really watching everything in between, is what I mean. And it's like a lot of those linemen put the they put work in, man. They go kind of the only time you've seen something like that was probably like Aaron Donald. Like he really was showing people his purpose out there on the field and his worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think like the lineman, like the more I think about it, it's like as much as the offense and all the other pieces and the cornerbacks make sure that passes don't go through, they swat that shit or intercept it. Richard Sherman was one of my favorites back then. Um, and I don't even watch all the games like that. I'll be honest with you, I don't even watch all the games, but the simple fact that yeah, he was playing for us and he was just intercepting all the time. So I like the cornerbacks. That's why I really like I think on my personal team, Devin Witherspoon. I mean, he has time to really build right now. Devin Witherspoon, cornerback for the Seahawks. Like that's one of my favorite players. But I think all around, who's one of my favorites, man. That's tough, man. I mean, you got Lamar Jackson too. You got to think about that. Lamar Jackson's a really good QB. He just hasn't got he just hasn't got over the hump. You talking about basketball, LeBron? Yeah. So basketball now, I'm a stick with a. That's tough, man. I mean, Joker don't miss. And then they forced the game 7 yesterday, right? Am I right about that? Yeah, they forced game 7. That's crazy. So we'll see what happens tonight too. Houston's gonna try to force a game 7, man. I don't know. I don't know, bro. LeBron James. I mean, LeBron James is goated right now. You got him as a goat over Michael Jordan. I don't know if that's before your time. The thing is, I watched Michael Jordan as a kid, but I wasn't paying attention that much. And then like maybe a few years later, Allen Iverson came up, and everybody was watching Allen Iverson. If you weren't watching AI, you were watching Kobe. It was like one of the two. And then slowly LeBron James was like a rookie, so he slowly crept in, and then it was just one thing after another. But yeah, it has his name wrong on the front of the card. Whose card? You talking about LeBron James card? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's really interesting. I watch more basketball. If anything, I watch more basketball. It says LeBron, then it should be fine. That's how you spell it. But what was I gonna say, man. What's going on, John? Thank you for dropping in, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being here, man. Labron. Oh, it's a LA. What the hell? That's weird. That's a faulty card then. You know what I'm saying? I should have brought some food for the crow. I don't know if I have anything on me. I got like a damn. I got like a cough drop. But yeah, that's about it. Nah, man. I feel like yeah, I'm keeping up with basketball more in terms of the sports. It's like basketball and boxing, and then like football's whenever I can catch it, and that's usually Sundays. I used to work Sundays, so I was never able to catch it. But like every now and again, you have like Monday night, Thursday night games, and those are fun to watch. Um, but it's like right when I get off work. You know what I mean? You want money for a drone? Man, what the fuck? Get a job, bro. What the fuck wrong with you? Just asking people like, I'm trying to build my pay so I get money too, bro. Fuck. Send me some money. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's funny. Like growing up, it's like I remember asking people for help because I wasn't able to like I wasn't old enough to work a job. Like we were so fucking broke as kids. We'd just be asking people for help, and then sometimes people are like, "Oh, I can help you. I don't know if I can. Oh, you just gotta wait." And then when I finally got old enough to get a job, I was just buying my own shit. I was like, bro, I couldn't wait for this shit. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? So if you're a kid, I get it, bro. If you're a kid, I understand. But you're asking the wrong person, man. I ain't got no job right now, actually. I'm in between, let's say that. So I find some good seasonal shit. I don't even think I want to work this summer, let's be honest. I might just chill off the dividend. The dividends are compounding a bit. It's small things, but I'm just pulling what I can and what I need here and there. You know what I'm saying? My main worry is like these credit card payments, but I'm not like late or over withdrawn or anything, or like I'm not like over anything. So I'm not over any limits, and I'm doing pretty good. But it's just like I don't like relying on other people. I hate that shit. I don't like being a liability. That's my biggest issue. Um, yeah, it's kind of funny, man. Yeah, in terms of sports, I'm gonna say basketball and boxing is like my main thing I watch. Even then, like I barely watch it. Like I haven't been keeping up the whole season. People are talking about how Kawhi and James Harden had a good year and like they're having a really good playoffs right now on the games that they're winning at least. Now I've barely been paying attention. Like I was listening to the play-by-plays last night. I was listening to Sports Sphere. You guys should follow that channel if you guys don't have cable and stuff. Here we go. Adam one. I don't know where you're coming from with this shit, but just make sure you're speaking respectfully. I don't know where you're coming from with this shit. Whether you're speaking about Asian people or me specifically, just be careful when how you're saying things, is how you phrase things. I'm able to view the message, but for some reason I don't know why YouTube like always there's like basic moderation that I have on YouTube just to make sure like crazy things don't get out of hand, but people still find a way to like say stuff. So, but just make sure you're being respectful in general, just in general, bro. Matter of fact, that opens a window for a great conversation. But it'd be nice if like some other people were here to kind of bounce ideas off of. But Adam one, I recognize you here, man. I appreciate you being here, but be careful how you phrase things. I don't know, that shit look crazy for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they blocked that. It's weird. I'll leave it like that for now. I'd be trusting my mods more. They're not. Sometimes they're here. Jax was here. He just came in and out. But I'd be trusting their when they get rid of people like trolls and whatnot. But yeah, man. I don't know why they held that for review. I'll leave it there though. It's there for a reason. You know, should be there for a reason. Damn, what I was saying? Yeah, it's interesting. The playoffs is like New York last night. I guess Jalen Brunson just hit the dagger three on Detroit and finally sent them, over. And what's it called? Who are they matched up? The Celtics. So New York is matched up with the Celtics, which is like that's what I was waiting for this whole time. Like I was waiting for that, bro. I was like, those are the two teams that I kind of care about on the East. I guess Orlando, but they're kind of it's still early for them. I don't know what they're missing. Orlando's missing like maybe just experience. Like they did so well at the beginning of this year, like just in the middle of the season. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. So now, yeah, I'm trying to think. New York is matched up with the Celtics. And then Cleveland matched up with Indiana. So those four teams are like the best four teams that were there. I mean, I hate to say Milwaukee dropped, obviously with all the injuries and shit, and then Dame getting injured, Dame Lillard getting injured. That's like that's really what set them backwards, man. That shit's rough. That's the East right now. I think I like the teams on the East way more. Atlanta's my favorite team on the East, but they haven't won nowhere in a long time. There was that one year that Milwaukee won the chip, and Atlanta was in the Eastern Conference game, and yeah, it was really interesting, man. Oh shit. Got all these flies up in here, man. Yeah, this I don't know. That's why I enjoy when it starts raining, like all these benches and stuff start getting cleared out and cleaned up from the rain and the weather. Rain and wind kind of helps out every now and again. It's a little underrated. As much as people don't want to deal with that overcast and whatnot, it's like that cleans up a lot of stuff. Otherwise, you got to use your own water. You be living out in California or like other places like that where they don't get enough rain. You got to use your own water to clean stuff off, your own whatever. You know what I'm saying? Over here, we get rain naturally a lot. The overcast is great. When it, it's a good year-round thing. It keeps things lush, keeps the plants healthy, keeps the air and the quality all good. There's a give and take there. You know what I mean? There's a give and take there. Um, I'm trying to think who's on the West. So OKC is just waiting right now to go against the Clippers or Denver. I think Denver has a better chance of beating Oklahoma than the Clippers, but the Clippers will surprise the shit out of you. Just a combination of Kawhi and Harden. Who else is over there? Minnesota just beat the Lakers, and they're waiting for the winner of Rockets and Warriors. So that's gonna be an interesting one. I like that side of the bracket, man. It looks like Minnesota's going all the way to the Western Conference again, but they got to deal with shit. If anyone's gonna be Oklahoma, it better be Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? And every team has like leveled up. It's weird because you thought Minnesota downgraded after they got rid of Cat, because Cat is turning up in New York. But Randall's on a mission, man. Randall was over there cooking what is it called? These flies and shit. Randall was cooking the Lakers, man. He was on a mission that night. That was kind of crazy. I don't know, man. I'm going Minnesota though. I'm gonna go for them all the way. I don't know. That's tough. It's between them and Denver for me because I want to see Westbrook get a chip. That's actually I don't know, man. That's tough, bro. That Clippers team is good. Adam, I'm 31. 31, Adam. Yeah. I don't know if we're the same age, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if you're keeping up with all the sports, man. I'm like my brother's keeping up with baseball a little bit. Um, I haven't been watching, so I don't know. Just basketball, like basketball right now, just because it's the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's playoffs and stuff. But yeah, who was I talking? Bro, Rollmaster, is that what his name was? Bro, Rollmaster, if you're still there, let me know if you're watching the playoffs, man. Let me know who you got in the playoffs. I don't know if you guys are watching that. That's a whole other conversation and story, man. But that's what I'm worried about is these playoffs right now. Damn, what the fuck? Why is the C line here? Is it the G line or C? The G line is here. That's crazy. Why is the G line going down MOK, bro? Firestone base. Okay, that's crazy, man. But now I'm just getting some sunlight, man. Get some sunlight, some sunset, getting some raisin. I put a community poll up, so for those that are tapped in with the channel, man, like you know, I'm trying to find the energy each day to kind of just get up and stay motivated and stay on point. Just whatever. I kind of just want to game, kind of just fall silent a little bit and just game more. But realistically, man, like every now and again, inspir inspiration will hit me different times of the day, different hours of the day. So I just pull the mic, I pull the camera out. You know what I'm saying? Um, Trying to get in as much hours as I can here and there, utilize the time as much as possible. But it's a little rough, man. It's a little tough, man. Some days, man. Some days mentally and spiritually. I'll be honest with you. You're older than me. It's that matter. I don't know. I don't know what you're writing, bro. You gotta you gotta work on your phrasing or something, Adam. I don't know what's going on, but I don't. Yeah, I probably am older than you. A lot of people that come in and out the chat, I'm usually older than. There's a lot of young people that go in like YouTube lives. There's a few older people that I talk to sometimes, but for the most part, I think because I have like a priority like Beyblade and gaming channel right now. Um, a lot of it's like a lot of younger people. I mean, but the thing is, I am playing older games, so I'm trying to find people my age that grew up on the same game systems that like find my stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I bet. Check some. Oh man, I swear to God, people be messaging me and shit at the worst time. It's kind of funny. I said this last time, but it's just like every time I'm doing the live or like I'm just busy doing something else, I get these calls or whatnot, man. But yeah, took my years. What the fuck? But yeah, man. Let me know how y'all doing, man. Adam, how are you doing, man? If you're still there, you doing all right? How's your day been, man? It's Friday, bro. I feel like I was looking forward to Friday, but like I'm not like going out to do anything. You know what I mean? I was gonna do this work stuff. Gonna put in more video time. I was gonna do this. I was gonna lock in on this. You know. I say this all the time, man. A lot of people in my life have really been whether it was the people I was motivating or taking care of in one way or another. Like not like I was like take like a sole take caretaker for them, but just in general the fact that like it was fucking off time and I was utilizing it, and I just can't give up on utilizing the time. I can't give up on you know what I'm saying, being productive with my time. I can't give up on that. Jace, what's going on, Jace? Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for being here. But yeah, I just can't give up on that, man. I can't not put no work in, man. I gotta do something. You know what I mean? I gotta do something every day. I gotta apply myself, man. I gotta do a little bit of something. An hour here and there, just put it into some gaming, put it into some live stream, put it into something. Something's always getting done. Filming other people when I'm doing the babes, like something always has to get done, bro. Every day, it's just like I gotta do something, bro. And I think a lot about like there has to be a point, or there has to be like a camaraderie where I'm allowed to kind of just enjoy and just like enjoy some entertainment. Because I purposely like not sat down and watched TV for a long time. Sat down and not watched, even like when I'm sitting down gaming, it's like I'm not just sitting there enjoying it. I'm documenting it. I have to film it. Like I got to utilize it. So, but this talk, it escapes a lot of people. It's just like ain't nobody utilizing their time. So it's just like it falls on deaf ears. This is just a moment of time getting documented. And it's just where I'm at. And like you go back half the episodes ago type shit, it's the same kind of conversation. It's the same talk. And that's just where I'm at, man. And I'm a stater. Realistically, I've just been there this whole time. You know what I mean? What the hell? I'm like hearing like birds or something. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. Crazy out here, bro. Fuck. Chilling, man. Make some tacos and smoke a J. That sounds really good right now, too. Tacos and a J. That doesn't sound too bad. Good at playing the OG game? Yeah. That's just more of my alley. I like playing Monster Hunter, too, the more recent one. I just need more time on it. Like, I used to play all the older ones, but the new one's pretty good. I don't know, man. Oh, shit. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I might go to the store, low key. Jamila, you're back. Welcome back, Jamila. How has the blading been? Good to hear from you. I really might walk to the store, man. Grab something to drink. How's the Beyblading been, man? Good to hear from you. Trying to get some sunset, but swear to God, man, just being in like nature, it's like we're just out in the park too. It's like, damn, I'm getting allergies, and then my room is hella dusty. I gotta redust it. Ugh. Yeah, I think I should worry about though. You went to a tournament. Your cousin won the raffle. What was the prize? What was the raffle prize? Yeah, it's crazy. I think I've given out a lot of raffle prizes personally. I might look back and think about it. Tyranno. Was the Tyranno booster the one with a? Is it the dual pack with Shinobi, or is it just a single? Like the random booster with, where you can get like the red or the green one. Yeah, it's pretty good. I just got Scorpio in the mail, random booster. Oh, that's nice. Did you get the red or the green Tyranno? I actually prefer the green one more. I prefer that green Tyranno a lot more. I'll be honest with you. Have you ever traveled to another country like Asian country? Oh, he got the. Also, you got the black shark from the Tyranno booster. Okay, that's a good one. It comes with Quake. What is it? Three? Is it a three or a 260? I'm trying to remember what is the ratchet on that? 380 or something? I forgot already. Let me know what that is. 160. Okay, so it's a black 160 on a Quake. That's crazy. Yeah, I like that one. Adam, the only countries I went to was like Canada. I went to Warsaw, Poland. I've been to the Philippines. I was in the airport at Korea and the airport at Japan, but I didn't get to see the country, if that makes sense. And then that was it. I think that's it. I want to go to Japan though. I got Samurai Saber now. Do you like it? There's a lot of different builds you can use with it. I gotta use it more. Samurai's fun. Roadmaster, you missed the whole conversation, Roadmaster. I was over here talking sports, man. Roadmaster, make sure you fast forward. I mean, you wouldn't be able to hear this unless but if you heard it, then you are fast forwarded. Excuse me. 770 hex on Samurai. That's pretty good. Actually, I like that. I like that because it's like stamina mixed with a consistent offense. Yeah, Adam, where are you from originally, man? If you don't mind me asking, and like, what country are you in, or like, are you asking? Are you asking because you are living in Asia? Is that what it is? You go with a flat launch, yeah. Yeah, it's tricky because I love using Buster and Whale, and love using the tilt. No, don't worry about it, Roadmaster. It was just that we were talking about I was talking about the playoffs, and I thought you were still there. But let me know if you're watching the NBA playoffs, man. Let me know who you got. Let me know who you got in the playoffs. It's like I'm losing my voice or something. This is crazy, bro. But yeah, man. I really like just like when I Beyblade, I really just like using the blades I like to use. So it's kind of tricky because it's like I want to use Phoenix Feather, but I probably should just keep it for limited. When we do X limited rules, I try to keep it for that. But I really love using Whale. Buster is like handy. Buster is really handy. And then like, what am I forgetting? I just got Scorpio Spear in the mail, so I want to test out Scorpio a little bit. But I like Nightmail a lot. Babe Ruth, the candy. You know, it's funny. My mom used to love that food, or love that candy. Excuse me. She used to love Babe Ruth, man. Are you talking about the player or talking about the candy? But yeah, I can't tell you, bro. But I'm glad you intended to go into Japan. You can't tell me. That's why it's funny because it's like people will was like, I can't tell you much about myself, but I want to ask all the questions about you. So yeah, from now on, I'm gonna probably answer you less, Adam. Like I can't tell you, but I'm gonna ask you so much stuff about yourself. And I was like, bro, what is the point of communication then? Like, but all right, man, you're gonna have to bring someone else in here to ask for questions you want now. But yeah, not the candy, the player. I mean, so I didn't grow up watching him, but like his stats are like really good. And what I like about Babe Ruth is he has the most missed hits. He has like one of the most missed hits, but he also has the most home runs, right? So he has like, but it's like that's the whole principle of what it is like, if you don't go for it, then you don't get it. So obviously, like the fact that he had the home run record or whatever, but he also had the most like missed hits or whatever, like that, it makes sense because he was always going for it. He's just always going to go for it. So with Babe Ruth, just like I relate to that, where it's like I'm just going to keep going for it. You just keep going for it, and then it just because you have a consistency of going for it, you have a consistency of getting it done. And that's how I feel with Babe Ruth, man. It's like because he was a guy that wasn't gonna run. Like he was like overweight. Him running from first to second, second to third, like it's like he was gonna be out of shape, obviously. But he was like, I'm gonna just get this home run. I'm gonna just walk these bases. That's a ill ass player. That's some like pimp ass shit right there. He's just like, bro, I'm gonna just do this. That's some boss level shit. It's like he's like the final boss. He's like, yeah, you come across me, I'm about to get this home run. I'm gonna get one or two this game. And, some days he was getting more. You got to give Babe Ruth his props, man. Got to give Babe Ruth his props. You know, who's your favorite player right now, Romaster? You're saying LeBron and all that, or Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts got the dub. Tennessee had a Tennessee has a baseball team. I'm sure like if you look into the hold on, bro. If you got to look into the minor league teams, bro. Look into the minor league teams because minor league teams like you don't want to sleep on that because my team is the Mariners, right? And we begin people from the minor leagues like Everett Aqua Sox and Tacoma Rainiers and stuff. So we'll usher people in, Spokane, and like we'll just usher people in slowly. I know MLB, but it's like if they do an expansion, maybe Nashville might get one. Nashville or that's probably like that would probably be the city. It has to be Nashville. I don't think they would do it anywhere else. Memphis, maybe Memphis. I don't know. No one wants to deal with Memphis right now. The city is dealing with too much bullshit right now. So it'd probably have to be Nashville. But even then, it's like look into the you got to look into the what is this, bro? The minor league teams. You got to support the minor league teams. It's like they're not major, but they're still players nonetheless. And some of them might get ushered into the some of those players might get ushered into the major leagues. So just follow. I mean, I don't know if you care that far into it, but yeah. Joe Mila, my 9 mil combo. I mean, I've always ran 9 mil on like 360, 360 or 960, right? And then you can't fill with like ball or hexa. But I love using glide for some reason. It's just funny because it's kind of bouncy, and it's like you're just bouncing downwards into what's it called into certain shots. So it's like a weird defensive play, but it can work against you. You know what I mean? But it's just like I always play. You can't listen to me because I do weird builds. Like I just like to experiment. Like the fact that glide kind of worked, the glide bit worked on a 9 mil. I thought it was funny, so I stuck with it. But it's so bouncy that it gets knocked into the overzone sometimes. So you shouldn't be risk. You shouldn't be that risky with it. Um, the other thing was like was it 9 mil? If you run it on level, so if you have a level that you got from Samurai, it depends because it has those ball bearings. And the thing about it is like if you run 9 mil a little high, 960 free ball's pretty good. I like that. And it's like if you run it high, it's supposed to work with the ball bearings or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. It keeps it up afloat a little bit. If you try to do it like in low rush, you're sacrificing stamina and like the last 5 seconds. The last 5 seconds that you could use to possibly win. Let's say you use 9 mil on low rush and then your opponent wins by like 1 or 2 seconds. You could have saved yourself like 3 to 5 seconds by just running a high build, a high stamina build, like a higher like a ball, free ball. I guess you can even use the orb if you wanted to. And yeah, I prefer 9 mil over Wizard Rod personally. If they did, I would call the Tennessee Rocky Tops. Why would you say that? You can literally look it up though, Raw Master. You can literally look up minor league teams in the state of Tennessee, and you'll find it. I don't know if you're closer to Cincinnati or the other side. I don't know what side of Tennessee you're on, but yeah, a lot of people at 9 mil do use low rush. They use rush, low rush, and what's the other one, man? Like a lot of people, like a lot of winning builds, they're just because it's so heavy, they're just making it an attack blade. But I like using it as stamina, honestly. I'm really happy I was able to use Silver Wolf again because I was able to rebuild it into a defensive build on accident. So that was fun. It was just really strong and sturdy. There's some tournaments where they ban Wizard Rod and Silver Wolf, which is funny because you could just spam both of those. You know what I mean? You could really just be really sweaty. I don't like being that sweaty though. I like just I like again. I was like if I find a connection with a Beyblade, I'll just use it. That's all I want to use. I'm like, let me just try this. So the fact that Noise Master gave me a Tyranno Roar, I really like using it. And then the fact that I also got like a my Unicorn Sting from Dark Fabled, I like using it. I like using Savage Bear simply because I got it from Red Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Just when I get gifted Beyblades, I like using them. You know what I mean? That's just me. But there was one tournament where like I think it was season 0 the kickoff, and then everybody's like, all right, just put your A game on because you want to try to get the highest rank you can. And then that was the sweatiest I ever played, and then I won that tournament. I was like, I don't want to play the sweaty, bro. Like I don't know, like people who are like so into like builds and like whatever bragging about what they do. I'm like, I don't know if I'm into that, but I get it. I just like for example, if I throw a vortex on like certain builds, did you let me know? Did you get the CX stuff? Because low orb and vortex are really good bits, and then like 660 is a good ratchet to have. 660. If you want to run high on the 680, you might be able to run Nightmail on 680, but you're kind of burst prone. But it just depends what you're going for. You know, like sixes work really well on Golem and Golem Wolf. What are like round blades? I guess Rod, obviously, but like I like the 660, man. It's fun. Yeah, I have some stuff. You gotta watch my Mila, if you're still there, you gotta watch my SoccerCon. I did a SoccerCon vlog. It's like 50 minutes, but I also did a master cut one where it's just 6 minutes of blading. But either one that you watch, like I talk about the deck that I used and the builds that I used. I talked about it a little brief, you know. So I was running like Whale Wave, Nightmail, and Silver Wolf. But I might rethink of certain things. You know, if they want to run another sweaty tournament, I might just go sweaty. Like I don't know. It's not that serious to me, but it's fun to play. You know how it is. It's real fun to play. I gotta do ripcord. I gotta boil it. I got this new long ripcord. I gotta boil it now. It's kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, my whale wave combo probably like 160 taper. 160 taper. Yeah, that's what it was. It was 160 taper. I mean, you know, the taper is like you're gonna have the same attack benefits. It's not gonna be the same benefits or the high benefits of like a rush, low rush, or like even better like a level. You put level on whale, 960, low flat. I mean, yeah, and that's the thing is like it's so heavy and like it you know top heavy that it starts to lose stamina towards the end. So if you want to buy yourself a few seconds towards the end and possibly over someone or just possibly outspin someone, throw a taper on it because you get the best mix of attack and stamina. But I was testing out a few things. Like I was throwing whale on hex, and when you throw a whale on a hexa, it's like you're no longer able to extreme dash, but you can just command the center with weight. So you can kind of just weight bully in the center. But if you're dealing with like a really sturdy samurai saber, or like something like that really knocks like a Tyranno beat or something funny, you might just get over it and just knocked around. So it just comes down to how you want to build it. It's heavy, but it's like it hits like a truck. It's really heavy, but it just depends what you're going for. Like if you're trying to like always use overfinish, or excuse me, like extreme dashes, then yeah, of course you want to use your low flats and all your attack bits, and even taper for that matter. But taper was a good balance of both. So I ran a very balanced deck. I mean, I think I should have used level more. I probably should have used level more often. The more I think about it, looking back, I probably should have used level on Nightmail. That'd have been fun. I used ball. I was just going straight stamina. I think no, sorry, I used hexa. I used hexa on hey, I'm gonna put level on whale next time for fun. But yeah, Adam. All right, Adam. Yeah. All right, bro. Appreciate you being here, dog. But yeah, man. Rody, man, where you been, Rody? Rody, if you scroll up, you're gonna see Jax dropped in a while ago. Jax was here talking to me a while ago, man. So yeah. Oh shit. But yeah, Rody, man, dude, I don't know, man. I'll do as many of these as I can, I guess, whenever I have the time. But before I used to push it. I used to just sit there and be like, let me just do whatever, but or do as much as I can. But now I'm like, man, I gotta utilize time in the day a little better. I gotta be healthy. So I gotta be monitoring my health. Like even right now, I haven't spoke up in so long that like I'm just building up extra phlegm that I had built up. You know, hate to say that, but it's just kind of built up there, and that's why you're seeing me spit every now and again. But yeah, Rody, appreciate you being here. Joe Mila, man, what's going on? Like what you got? What you think about doing? I like whale wave. I just like the blade. Like I really love whale wave, and I like croc. But I haven't, you know, I was really sad because I was using croc on like X limited, and it wasn't really working that well for me. I was just really sad. I was bummed out about it. And like I was using my friend's Savage Bear, and it wasn't working out. So I was like, bruh, I don't know, man. I'm about to rock the Savage Bear on a chain. I'm about to get hella chains of just Beyblades, bro. I need people to print me those little things so I can have multiple chains of blades. Cause I'm retiring some blades. Some of them I'm retiring. Some of them I won't use. Like I have an all black drawn sword that I got painted by my guy Chief Bongo, and like I rock it as a chain because I was using it a whole bunch, and then I was like, man, I don't want the paint to get messed up on here. I just want to rock it as a chain. So I wore it on Soccer Con, bro. Had to rock that joint. I just got word. I just checked my text messages right now. I'm gonna tell y'all something in case you ain't fucking know. Rolly Romero, I told you that's my goat. Rolly Romero, welterweight division, 140, 147 in that era. He just won. He just beat Ryan Garcia, and I told y'all, motherfuckers, he's been the goat. It's hard for him to take a hit, but when he really sits down and boxes, he sits down on the punches, he hits people hard. Rolly Romero can fight. Stop playing, bro. Rolly Romero just won the card tonight, New York City. Where are they at? Madison Square Garden or Barclays? They was somewhere out there. I think they're in Barclays because New York, was utilizing the arena. Who knows? Who knows? Because the Knicks ain't playing tonight. Bam, they smacked the Detroit Pistons last night. So, but that's crazy, man. Rolly Romero won. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I would call them the Tennessee Rocky Tops because of the song Rocky Top Tennessee. Oh, that's a song? I didn't know about that. Okay. What is it, like country or rock? What is it? Let me know what that is, man. That's really interesting. But Rolly Romero, man, I told you that's my goat. I told you all the goats retired 3 times, man. They've been sleeping on that dude for a long time. He's a little goofy. He's a goofball, but when he really focuses, man, he could really beat people up. He could win. I rock with Rolly, bro, and he won tonight. Been saying this. I've been saying this. It's funny. I'm not always trying to be right, but when I'm right, I be like hella hyped up. I'm like, man, I like that, man. I like when I'm rooting for the right person sometimes, man. Rolly's a funny ass dude. It's a country song. All right, man. That's what's up. Yeah, when you're from certain regions, you kind of grow up on certain kind of music. I think about it like I think because I grew up here in like Seattle in the 90s and 2000s, like all we really had was just whatever the radio was playing, and then we just had West Coast shit. So it was just West Coast music most of the time, but we also had a lot of jazz and rock influence here, just in general. I mean, obviously we're from the same neighborhood as Jimi Hendrix, so everyone likes Jimi Hendrix. They're like, man, that motherfucker's different. So we just like different shit. You know what I'm saying? If it's some different shit or if it's some hard shit, pause, like we like that. But Jimi Hendrix was like doing a little bit of both, man. It was like, bro, he's just twanging that thing, bro. He's just left-handed. Actually, he's playing left-handed, and he didn't know how to read. He was just playing. Jimi Hendrix did not know how to read or write music, and he was just playing left-handed. Ridiculous. You can't believe they drafted Travis Hunter. Of course they would, but what do you mean you couldn't believe? The Jaguars is my team. Like the two teams I root for is like the Seahawks on the NFC, and then I root for the Jaguars on the AFC. And it's really tough for both of them. I mean, Seahawks they've been in the Super Bowl 3 times, but Jaguars have never been there. They've barely been to the playoffs. They barely make the playoffs. But the fact that they got Travis and they got what's his name? I forgot the QB that was there a long time ago. But yeah, I'm happy for Travis, bro. I'm really happy for Travis. I like the Jaguars. You like the Titans? You root for the Titans? Is that your team? Are you sad that the Titans got rid of Derrick Henry? That was crazy, bro. Henry was over there balling out in the Ravens, bro. He was cooking over there. That's crazy. Ryan Tannehill. That was a while back. Yeah, yeah. I'm remembering these names. I just like I said, I don't watch football enough because a lot of times the games run simultaneously, and you want to sit down and watch one at a time. And then depending on the coast you're at, you get some games you don't. But yeah, the Titans were contenders for a while, man. Back in that era when they had Derrick Henry and whatnot, like when they had yeah, man. Remember the Titans, bro. Remember the Titans, bro. Telling you right now. Well, the Jaguars is my team, man. Like Jaguars just I did so in 5th grade I did we had to do a report on a country in 5th grade. They're like, all right, it's your 5th grade project. It's your final project. We're trying to prepare you for middle school. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do a report on a country and you're gonna find something about that country you want to talk about. So I think I talked about food and animals for the country of Brazil. And when I started studying about jaguars, I was like, jaguars is the apex predator of the Amazon jungle and whatnot. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. And I found out they're eating capybaras, excuse me. And capybara is basically just the biggest rodent, the biggest like rat rodent, whatever that exists. I was like, you know what? That's kind of cool. The fact that jaguars kill rats, because the house I was growing up in, or that I grew up in, and I was living in at the time, it got infested with rats. So then the fact that I found out jaguars were killing rats around the time that the rats started infesting my house, I was like, jaguars are my favorite animal. So ever since then, they were my favorite animal. And I just rooted for the team. Anything jaguar, panther, puma related, I was like, I rock with that. Even though I'm wearing Adidas right now, but Puma is a really good brand. Puma is way more reliable. I feel like the shoes, I don't know, they're not as good as Adidas, but they're cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you hate the Chiefs. That's a tough one for me because it's like I was rooting for the Chiefs before they were winning with Mahomes. Like when they were trash. I don't even remember who was on the team. I was just like I just like the name, the Chiefs. So I just rooted for the Chiefs. I root for the Chiefs because like I'm Filipino and like Filipinos stem from kings and datus. You know the kings are like rajas and sultans. Sultan's a form of a king, if not a higher or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then they have these datus, and datus translates to chiefs. So I've always rooted for chiefs and kings. So Sacramento Kings, Kansas City Chiefs, anything that has to deal with some regal kind of whatever, because like my people come from that, I just root for them. And like all my, all of our forefathers and whatnot, like the ancients, what we're talking about like whatever ancestors. My ancestors were front line. You know what I'm saying? They weren't kings sitting on the throne just waiting and giving out orders and sitting on the throne. They were just front line. So I was root for chiefs and kings on a very ethnic level. I'll say that much. But you said they're overrated. They kind of are. And you know what's funny? As overrated as they are, why isn't nobody beating them in the AFC? So if they're overrated, somebody got to smack the shit out of them. That's why I laugh at the Bills. I laugh at the Bills because it's like every year you're in the playoffs and you keep taking this AFC East spot just to get knocked the fuck out by the Chiefs or whoever else is there. Next, like, was it if it wasn't the Chiefs, it'd be like the Bengals fucking them up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are y'all doing? So every time the Bills got a chance to really contend, but it's like you got to give the Chiefs their props because they keep all these fucking weak ass teams at bay. All the teams that try to compete with them, whether it be the Bengals, or the who's my favorite Jaguars player. I don't. That's a tough one. I don't even. I'm gonna tell you something funny. I don't even know who plays for the Jaguars. I think right now it's the QB because he's not bad. The QB. I forgot his name, but I don't. I'd never be knowing who's there. But now that Travis is there, like I'm just rooting for Travis because I only watch Seahawks games. I'll be honest with you. I only watch whoever the Seahawks plays against, and every now and again I'll watch other teams if it gets closer to playoffs or if like someone just shows me highlights or something. But I'm always working. I'm always doing something, so I never have time to sit down and watch sports or TV, bro. But right now I'm rooting for Travis, bro. I rock with Travis Hunter because you gotta understand. I was watching when I was working up the hill, like every day that I would go to work, like in between my breaks, I would sit there and watch Well Off Media. If you don't know about Well Off Media, that's Deion Sanders Jr., the first son, Deion Sanders Jr. Like he's just pretty much documenting his dad as a coach and then his brothers as players. But in the meantime, Travis Hunter is always in the mix. So you get a lot of this vlogging of Travis Hunter, and it's really cool because I pretty much was watching Travis Hunter for the past year and a half, 2 years. So the fact that I've seen him go to the Jaguars feels really good to me. Like the fact that he's in the NFL in general, the fact that he's the second pick is good. Cam Ward though deserves that first round because yeah, if you're gonna pick anyone, it would have been Cam or Travis. Favorite candy, bro? Reese's, bro. Come on now, Reese's. People be saying Reese's, but I'm like, that's not how you pronounce it. The man's name was a Reese. It's Reese's. It's Reese's candy. It's literally his candy. But what was I talking about? The AFC. AFC has some of my favorite teams. Like it's funny because like when basketball, I feel like my favorite teams are on the East, but I live on the West. And then I live over here, and then like my team is on the NFC side, right? And then the AFC side just has a lot of good teams, but it's just like the Chiefs. You got to remember there was a whole era for 20 years where it's like the Patriots were just running shit from like '01 to like whatever, you know what I'm saying? '01 for like 15, 20 years, it was just the Patriots running shit, if not Tom Brady, just running shit. So I'll say 15 years. And now we're in this Mahomes era where it's like the past 5 to 7 years or something like that. It's just been Mahomes. Your dad's the same? He fucks with the Reese's? I like Reese's, man. I'm gonna start eating more Reese's candy, rooting for Shador because the Cleveland Browns got the same color as the Reese's candy. They're brown and orange. Man, I'm about to buy some Reese's right now, man. Don't do this to me. I'm about to go over there and buy some Reese's right now. I'm telling you, don't do this to me. But it's funny, man. It's funny like that because AFC, man, motherfuckers be complaining about the Chiefs, but I was like, your team better get better. Your team has to get better because the last time someone else showed up, it was like what, the Bengals or who else? Who else was over there? I don't even remember who was over there, bro. It was nobody for a long time. It's just been the Chiefs the whole time. Man, who else came out that side, bro? It's crazy. So it's like the AFC is like they need to step their shit up, bro. And that's why you see Pete Carroll go to the Raiders. That's why you see Geno Smith and like them picking up what's my guy who went to the Raiders, bro? They're picking up everybody, man. They got Ashton Genty from Boise. That shit crazy. Shit crazy. So I don't know, man. They cooking up something over there on the AFC West, but it's still the Patriots, and they still have the DNA, the championship DNA. Whether they're winning or losing at the championship, they keep getting to the high level of the AFC, and they keep blocking everyone out. AFC is sorry, and that's my favorite teams over there. That's what's sad about it, man. Jaguars been the sorriest. They're the sorriest team, but I still root for them. Jaguars are the sorriest team. I'm trying to who the sorriest team right now on the NFC is probably the Bears. The Bears is probably the sorriest team, and I'm sad about that because it's like I kind of like the Bears. I kind of hope the best for them. It's like say a historical team. I hope the best for them, man. But they getting fucked up every year, bro. They getting fucked up every year. Shit rough. Pause. But it's like yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. I have a Roquan Smith. Wait, you have a Roquan Smith in card form? Like you have his player card? Man, do you have any of those cards that have like they have a small cut of the jersey? Those are cool cards. My brother was showing me a few of those. I mean, I seen people at work used to show me that shit. But yeah, those are cool cards, man. I need something like that. I want to collect like players' jerseys and stuff like that. Obviously, I ain't got no money, but I like to do that. One of one cards and like cards that have the jersey in there, like stuff like that is cool to me. I like that. AFC is sorry, man. I hate to say it, Romaster, man. Like somebody over there has to step it up and dethrone the Chiefs. So then they can show up to the Super Bowl and win or lose. It don't matter as long as they show up to win or lose. But it might. I mean, the Raiders are Excuse me, they're working on something now. Geno Smith is over there. I don't know if he's going to really make a dent in the West, but we'll see. But I was I believe in the Chargers for a little bit, but they kind of fell short. And then I don't know, man. That's tough. That's tough, man. I'm not really a regional person. I like good teams and I like good players. You know what I mean? I like good teams and I like good players. So that's why I like the New York Knicks right now. Romaster, man, since you're here, who you got in the NBA playoffs, man? Let's talk about it. Talk to me about the NBA playoffs, man. Who do you got? I need to know. You got to talk to me about this, man. Because I'm about to go home right now. What eights? What eight's your hobby? What is that? What is? You're saying what is my hobby? If it ain't gaming, it's boxing. And if it ain't boxing, it's just like doing this shit. Kind of just walking around. But I started to I realized I'm normally gonna walk around and just enjoy nature and life anyway, or just be outside. So I wanted to just stay on pull the mic and start going live stream and whatnot. So that was my thing. But I should have been doing this earlier, honestly. But Romaster, bro, who you got in the NBA playoffs, man? Talk to me, man. Let's talk about the brackets, bro. Talk to me, man. Because I was trying to. The only people I talked about is my brother, my dad, and even then, we just enjoy watching the game sometimes. But who do you think, man? Who do you think? The people I usually would ask, I haven't talked to them in a while. But we'll see, man. I might have to reach out and text somebody, ask them some shit. Yeah, let me check this text. Rolly Romero's the GOAT. Stop playing, man. Rolly Romero won tonight. Hey, what did Rolly say? You don't watch basketball, but you like Miami Heat. Okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, my favorite player there is Bam Adebayo. Even when Jimmy was there, I still like Bam. Bam was still one of my favorite players, man. And it's I think he's a hardworking player. Everybody messes up. Everybody, has bad seasons and bad games, but I hope he finds a good team, man. I don't know where he would go, but I hope he finds a good team. I hope he leaves Miami and finds a good team. Yeah. You watch football. Hey, if Bam Adebayo went to the Dallas Mavericks, that'd be kind of crazy. That'd be ridiculous. But if Adebayo went to the Mavericks, fuck no. Oh my god. I look, want to see him on the Hawks because the Hawks is my team. Atlanta ain't doing shit, bro. I'm really sad about Atlanta. They ain't doing shit. They're not helping themselves and helping nobody. They got rid of what's his name, DeAndre Hunter. They sent DeAndre Hunter to the goddamn Cavaliers, man. That's why I'm rooting for the Cavaliers because all I care about is DeAndre Hunter or whatever his name is. That his name? Yeah. I don't know, bro. You only watch football? Yeah, my bad. Get my step on that shit. Gotta get these bugs off. Hold on. Gotta get that shit off my bag. Watch football though. Yeah, man. Let's start walking back. Go this way. I was gonna go to the store for the Reese's, but nah. You love soccer though? I don't watch you play it. Oh, you play soccer? I feel that. That's how I feel with boxing, man. Like I'll train more than I'll watch it sometimes. But if there's good fighters and good styles, I'll watch it. I feel the same way. It's like that with sports sometimes. You know, you just wanna you enjoy the sport more than like actually the entertainment aspect of it or the professional side or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. That's the crazy part, man. Who's your favorite team though? Are we talking like internationally? Are we speaking about local? I really only know local, but even then, I don't know much. We're talking about like local, like United States is what I mean. Do you watch the soccer teams here? Defense and goalie. Yeah, you watch like United States on the soccer. So, or do you watch like a global or like European? You know, I guess that's what I'm saying. React to stuff cool. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Damn, the fuck? No, real master. I'm saying like the teams that you watch. Like if you when you do choose to watch soccer, do you because you got to learn a little bit from the pros, right? What teams do you watch, or what players do you watch? Because I guess that's what I'm wondering. Gotta run this shit. Fuck it. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. I'm across the damn street. Make a reacting channel. It'd be cool. You know, it's funny. So like, if I thought about this, right? Because someone's trying to hook me up with like there's a few people trying to hook me up with recommendations for mics, if not a headset. And like, if I do that, I'm just gonna, I usually keep a sticker over my webcam camera on my laptop, but I'll probably do it. But I don't know, man. You know, that's another funny one because you never had to watch the soccer. That's interesting. But you play soccer. That's really interesting. I understand that though. I know that feeling. Or like, I know the feeling. But it's funny. I enjoy watching reaction channels, but I don't know if I'd want to do it. But I'm not. What I'm saying to the max, I'm not opposed to it. You know, like I'm not against it. I just don't know if I'm into that right now. I probably should though. Realistically, there's nothing wrong with it. You practice, yeah. No, I think I'm the same way, Raw Master. I feel like even back then, there was a time period where people really enjoyed the entertainment of watching like boxing, and Pacquiao was knocking everyone out, and then Mayweather was fighting everyone, and it was like that era, and people go into it. And then you got UFC too, but I was like, I feel like every time I end up sitting in front of the TV watching that, I'm just studying the fight, and I'm learning. I'm just like studying and watching the movements, and I'm like, all right, here we go. Cool. If I get in a fight, I'm gonna try that. Next time I go train and practice, I'm gonna try this. So I had a hard time enjoying the entertainment aspect of it. I think now that I'm older and I'm over from really training and shit, it's like, or like, training with a purpose or training for amateurs and stuff like that. I'm able to kind of enjoy it a little more. Um, what am I? Okay, my eyes are fucked up. There's like a tree stump, and I thought it was there's a tree stump. I thought it was just a cat. Like I don't know. It's kind of look kind of weird. You have a big team. There are 16 people. 16 people on the team. What what is the max amount of players on a team? I never thought about that. You know, my uncle. I remember I was in Seattle Sounders game. It was a Sounders game, and it was for my dad's birthday. And he was telling me, he was giving me all these information, like these facts, and he's like, "Yeah, I used to play halfback." So I was like, "There's a halfback, quarter, full and all that or whatever. And I'm like, I didn't know all the positions and the um, what's the word I'm looking for? Positions and the placements on the field. But he was talking to me about that. Yeah, it was warm a while ago, and I got hella cold. That was crazy. It was warm though. You do not think there is a cap? Well, yeah. You don't think there is one? Like there's no cap? Like there's no limit for max players? Excuse me. Damn. Yeah. I don't know. I do like going to soccer games though, man. The atmosphere is pretty good. Like I wasn't sure at first. I was like, let me check it out. I went to a hockey game too, man. That was pretty cool. I was really happy to see that for the first time. I was like a couple years ago. I went to my first one. You know what I mean? I was going. Yeah, I went to my first one. Like it was when the Kraken was pretty much brand new or like their second year. Then they weren't too good. So like this is before they had a wild card playoff kind of thing. And I remember watching what is it I remember watching like a thing. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was watching a fuck. What was I saying? Right before the team got good, pretty much right before the team got good, and then the prices went up basically. So then I remember the year that the prices went up, I was like, I might buy some tickets for people. I ended up doing it anyway. But yeah, we went to a few of them games. We were no longer sitting up front. We were just like kind of kind of like a little lower. You know what I'm saying? This hella construction. What the fuck? Forgot they're not getting a building down the street too. I almost forgot. Well, master, I'm just walking home, but I'm chopping it up either way, bro. I'm walking home, but I'm chopping up either way, man. So, but so who you got on the AFC this time, man? Don't tell me it's the Chiefs this time. If you're against them, like if you're anti them, bro, let me know. Favorite? Oh, that's Seattle SuperSonics, bro. They don't even exist no more. And if it's not them, I'll say the Atlanta Hawks. I'm gonna say the Hawks, bro. If we're talking about teams that exist, which I hate to say, yeah, I'm gonna say the Hawks. But it's on the West, I was always on the West it was always Seattle SuperSonics and Sacramento Kings, mainly because my cousin moved down to Sacramento, and then I don't even remember why the fuck I was rocking with the Hawks. It's probably because they were just the first alphabetically, so I'd always choose them in the game. But then the Bucks are my other team on the East, so it's like Hawks, Bucks on the East, and then on the West it's like Sonics and the Kings. But yeah, Sonics got 3 Western Conference championships and 1 championship, 1 finals championship, and they got the nerve to sell the goddamn team. I'm like, what about the Utah Jazz, man? The motherfuckers show up. Well, they showed up with I don't even want to shit on the Jazz. It's just stupid because it's like the Utah Jazz came from New Orleans, where Jazz really comes from, and then they try to say this Jazz in Utah. I was like, this shit is stupid. But they want to get rid of the Sonics. You like the Phillies or Cardinals? That's tough. I'm gonna say I like them equally. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I got to think more about what players are on the team. Because like when I think about the hat, like my brother's a Phillies fan, so I got him a Phillies hat, and it's like that, that maroon or burgundy-ish color. But then the Cardinals, like that STL with the bird on it, that shit is fire. I tried to buy this Valentine's hat. It was a St. Louis Cardinals hat, and you know how like the Cardinals like on the baseball, or excuse me, on the baseball bat, they had a tree branch, and then they had the 2 birds on it, like these two lovebirds on it. It was fire, but I ended up getting this Atlanta Braves hat where like instead of the axe or the tomahawk, it was like a rose. That shit was fire, but I rocked it on Valentine's. You know what I'm saying? She was crazy. But that's tough, man. That's a tough one. Because that Philly P, it's like it's not cursive, but it's rounded out, so it looked really cool. And we keeping PR, we pushing PR. You know how it is. And then yeah, the STL is hard though. That's a classic hat. STL. I don't know, man. Who's your teams, man, for the baseball, man? That's tough. For me, it's always Mariners and Rockies. I'm gonna say Mariners and Rockies. I also like the Padres too. You know, I'm always going for underdog teams and shit like that. And you see this cat right there. That's crazy. Oh, look at this cat. Bridge is mean mugging. What we on? Guys mean mugging me like it's something to do. I was like, bro, what I do? What I do? Your favorite team is the Red Sox? Yeah, you and my brother would get along, man. He likes the Red Sox too. Hey, did you watch the Red Sox documentary? They had one of those. I don't know if he left. They had a Red Sox documentary, bro. They were just following a team. I don't know if it was last year or something, but they were just following certain teams. I don't know what channel it's on, bro. Do I use a ripcord or a string launcher? I use a ripcord, but it's funny because like I think you're supposed to use Jumila. I don't know if you know this, but the proto launcher, like the entry proto launcher that you get with Hasbro, that really small one, it's the best. It's the best one in terms of it has no limits. So you want to mix that with the ripcord from Samurai Saber or Xeno Excalibur, or what's the most recent one? It's Scorpio Spear. So when you get those long ripcords, you want to mix it with the proto launcher, entry launcher, because there's no limit on it. That's why we make Chimera grips. Bro, look at my, like, watch my videos. You're gonna see my Chimera grip. You're gonna see a couple of them. It uses a proto launcher with a 3D print surrounding it. But that's what we do. That's what we create over here. You know what I mean? Your friend's favorite team is the Texans. Oh, Houston Texans. Yeah, I like the Bulldogs. See, like any, most symbols and mascots have like animals in it. I like the Texans bull. You know what I mean? That's tight. Yeah, that's crazy. Football, yeah, and football. My bad. I got shit in my shoe. The fuck is this? Ew. There it is. Like something sharp. But yeah, Joe Miller, you got to use the ripcord. I mean, string launcher. We had a dude at the SoccerCon tournament. He won first place, and he used the string launcher the whole tournament. So it really depends. Like you have a little less to worry about with the string, and all you have to do is concentrate on full power, if not aiming, when you have a string launcher. You know what I'm saying? But I just like the control that I have with my winder. You know what I'm saying? The little winder. Where I prefer the control that I have with it. Also, I play backhanded. I can, most people will hold the launcher like this. I hold it like backhanded. So I'm starting to. I gotta message this one dude because he's gonna make me a new 3D print, or he's gonna design it and then someone's gonna print it for me. But we'll work on it. Your local team is Bulldogs, not Georgia. So let me tell you something, man. My elementary was the baby Bulldogs, and my high school was the Bulldogs. So I've always liked Bulldogs, just in general. You will use Proto Launcher in next tournament, but here's the thing: it's like it's probably good because you're still a kid, so it'll fit in your hand. But like, yeah, it has no limits, and when you rip the cord through it, it just keeps on spinning, so you can get the most out of it. Just spin as hard as you can and aim. You know what I mean? So hold on tight, spin it. Rip it as hard as you can, and aim it a certain way, and just be mindful of what you're doing. But it has the best thing. If you put the Samurai Saber the winder in there, you'll be good. It'll be all good. And that's the most power you can get out of it. But yep. All right, y'all. Hit my marks today, my time marks. I appreciate y'all dropping in and talking to me. French Bulldogs are small? Yeah. My aunt got a French Bulldog. But I'm about to get back up in the house right now. Watch this game. We're gonna find out who's winning. And then I wore the Rangers hat today. Because every time I wear the opposite team's hat, my team wins. So hopefully the Mariners will win, and I'm gonna check the score right after this. But either way, Rolly won. Rolly Romero won. So it is what it is, bro. All right, man. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I'm gonna do these more often, as often as I can. Man, I appreciate y'all dropping in on me. Peace.